Hello and a very warm welcome from DHA Sports Club, Moin Khan Academy. This is match number 15 and the last match of the league stages in Bluebird presents Nat Solar Energy DPL Season 3 powered by Milky's Food. Arfeen Builders are taking on Strikers here tonight, and a lot depends of who is going to be the fourth team to qualify for the semi-finals. If we talk about the playing 11 of both the teams, Arfeen Builders consist of their captain Numan Arfeen, who is having a lean time with the bat. Shan Arfeen, his brother Shahrukh Mohsin, Abdul Basit Zaki, the wicket keeper, Jibran Saeed, Anas Tariq, Munibur Rahman, Mubashir Anwar, Furqan Ahmed, Bilal Shoaib, and the leg spinner Mohammad Batla. Whereas if we talk about the strikers team, who are already through to the semi-finals, Saad Sultan is their skipper, Munib Javed, Fazan Shoaib, Farooq Zaki, Ibadur Rahman, Mohammad Anas, Ali Nasir, Mustafa Musa, Khizar Irfan, the left-arm wrist spinner, Zubair Yasin, and Anas Mustafiz. So, seems like it's the strikers who have won the toss and they have opted to bat first. So, we are going to witness Munib Javed shortly with the bat. Remember, they are already through to the semi-finals because of the win that they received last time around when they were against Mekdam Pharma, and they were at 35 for 7 at one stage. Still, they were able to post a modest total, and they were able to defend it in the end against Mekdam Pharma, who are already out of the tournament. They have packed their bags and they have left from the qualification scenario. But Arfeen Builders, if they go on to win this one, they're going to be the fourth team, and if they lose this one, then there will be some chances for Cheyenne Resorts to be the fourth team. All depends on the net run rate, obviously. We have seen the field has been set already by Arfeen builders. Seems like it's going to be Anas Tariq who's going to take on the new ball again. Abdul Basit Zaki standing up to the stumps. Munib Javed is all set to face the first ball. And we're all set for the first ball of the last match of the league stages in this DPL Season 3. Strikers have been performing excellently if we talk about their previous 4 matches, in which they have gone on to win 3 and just lost 1. So they are one of the 3 teams that are already through to the semi-finals alongside Interior Junction and Himalaya Packages. Whereas Arfeen Builders will have a point to prove. Not only they'll have to win this one, but they'll have to ensure that they get those 2 points so that they can become the 4th team. Not just these 2 teams, but Cheyenne Resorts will also be looking at this match very closely. Anas Tariq, who generally bring the balls back into the right-handers, will be hoping that he can provide early breakthroughs to Arfeen Builders. And if that doesn't happen, then we're going to see the spin options being utilized by their skipper, Numan Arfeen. Obviously, every other team has got some really good spinners in their squad. Abdul Basit Zaki, who is very safe behind the stumps, no matter if he's standing up front or staying back. You can easily rely on him as soon as the ball gets past the batter. He's getting some movement in the air, Anas Tariq, and that is largely because of the fact that there is strong breeze that is flowing across the ground here today. Something that we didn't see a couple of days back when Cheyenne Resorts were up against Arfeen Builders. Those were quite hot and humid conditions, and there was absolutely no movement for the fast bowlers that night. Munib Javed will be looking to take on the new ball. They've got long on and deep mid wicket in place against the right-hander. So far playing cautiously. He's been sent up to open the innings, and they can expect him to score some runs freely towards the first 6 overs. Obviously, a good start is what strikers will be hoping for. Remember, even if they go on to lose this one, they're still going to be playing the semi-finals. Slightly short and just couldn't get through Ali Parvez Chawla, who was standing there at cover. So a quiet over comes to an end from Anas Tariq. Just a couple of singles. It's 2 for no loss after the first over. It's going to be Mubashir Anwar to take the new ball from the other end. They're going for a quick single and will get there in the end. Bowled nicely Mubashir Anwar, even in that previous match which Arfeen Builders lost against Cheyenne Resorts, because he bowled his 4 overs on the trot with the new ball. Couldn't get a wicket, but he was very economical. Hits that one powerfully, but still couldn't get it through. Nice effort there from Shayan Khalid, standing there at cover. They were bowled out for just 112 the other day against Cheyenne Resorts, and they went on to lose that game, because of which they are now finding themselves in a position where it is a must-win game for Arfeen Builders tonight. Nicely driven, beautifully driven in fact. Just look at how he went on to delay his shot in the end. A delivery that was pitching on leg stump. He just cleared his front leg out of the way and made sure that he drove that one with a straighter bat between extra cover and mid-off. All timing and class behind that stroke from Munib Javed. He didn't look to play that one in the air all across the ground and made sure that he finds the gap as well. So first boundary of the innings and no surprises coming from the bat of the big man, Munib Javed. Driven once again, a low full toss. A bit of a fumble there from mid-off fielder that will allow Munib Javed to get off strike. Pitches have been tricky in this DPL Season 3, especially if you look at the matches that have been played here at this venue. Spinners have usually enjoyed bowling a lot more. Even the other day we saw Shayan Mateen, the skipper of Shayan Resorts, and Umaid Waqas getting 4 wickets each. So the fast bowlers didn't really had a lot to say in terms of picking up wickets. So you got to believe, you got to understand that Mubashir Anwar here and all the other spinners will have a really crucial role to play. Down the leg side now, he looks confident, Abdul Basit. He thinks that he has taken the bails off and the batter was still moving inside the crease. The umpire has referred that one upstairs, so third umpire has been asked to check whether Zubair was outside the crease or not by the time Abdul Basit Zaki took the bails on. Now, he doesn't look really confident, otherwise he would have really gone on to his remaining fielders and would have started to celebrate. But you could see that Zubair did move inside the crease. Now it's going to be given as a wide. There is no question about that because it was down the leg side and there was no bat or pad or even glove behind that. But remember, you can be out stumped on a wide. So all the fielders are eagerly waiting for what the third umpire has to say. It was a good piece of glove work there from Abdul Basit Zaki. He did take the bails off, so full marks to the effort, but Zubair was sharp and clever enough to place his left foot inside the crease by the time Abdul Basit Zaki took the bails off. Still looking a little rusty, Zubair. Now he decides to go big and he just gets it over point. He's not going to run away for 4. I guess Shayan Arfeen is after it. He's going to get a couple nevertheless. 2 overs are now done. Our strikers are 11 for none. can get the ball to move a little inside to the right-handers.
No run chale, ho gaya, relax ho jaye. Bahut ala Shaba.
150 or 160 has also proved to be a winning total here at this venue, so strikers will be hoping that they can bat well and go past 160 at least. And for that to happen, one of these two gentlemen will have to get a big score. Ideally, you expect Munib Javed to do that. He has already played a wonderful knock of 70-odd runs early in this tournament. Much fuller. They've decided to go for a quick single and managed to do that in the end. Now Zubair has just gone past his partner Munib, and he has looked to play his shot as compared to Munib Javed, who was just looking to deal in singles apart from the boundary that he got in the previous over. Ali Parvez Chawla batted beautifully in the previous match, along with Shahrukh Mohsin as well. Presenting the full face of the bat. He's in no hurry whatsoever, Munib Javed. I think he has been given a message to stay out there for as long as possible. Just don't think about playing the first 6 overs. Make sure that you stay there till the end of the 20 overs. And if he can manage to do that, we can expect a big score tonight from the strikers.
Good ball, Mubashir.
Slightly fuller. Still couldn't get in the need that. He's just going to get a single towards deep mid-wicket. That is good bowling from Anas Tariq. Apart from the boundary, it's been a decent over from the fast bowler. 3 overs done. They're going at it on a ball. They're 18 for no loss, the strikers. Seems like he's going to bowl his all 4 overs on the trot, Mubashir Anwar, just like the way he did against Shayan Resorts. But this time he has been greeted with a glorious hit over extra cover. And that might have gone all the way for 6. I'm pretty sure the umpires would love to confirm it from the fielder in the deep. And he has signaled that one as a 4. Just a little outside the off stump, bending his knee, going over extra cover. And the replay will suggest whether the ball went over the boundary ropes. I think it just bounced in front and then it was reflected back after it hit the boundary ropes. So a boundary it is to start the over, followed by a wide down the leg side.
ये चीज पूरा दिन ये करते रहो साहब, बहुत प्यारे साहब, बहुत प्यारे साहब, बहुत प्यारे कोई
He goes again. This time he goes straight and over mid-off. This will definitely travel to the fence. And yep, the arms are aloft from the on-field umpire. That has gone for another towering 6 over mid-off by Munib Javed. It's not an easy shot to play, especially when you're looking to hit that against the turn. But clearing his front leg out of the way so that he can extend his elbows, extend his shoulders and going it over mid-off. It's a quality stroke from Munib Javed.
कोई मसला नहीं है शबा। फुरकान अंदर आ जाओ, फुरकान इमरान जाओ।
So far in these first couple of overs that have been bowled by the spinner, Mubashir Anwar hasn't really been able to get any sort of grip or turn from this track. It just gives you an idea of how good a pitch this is to bat on.
बहुत प्यारे ये चीज
Decent opening stand between
बहुत
Zubair
प्यारे,
and
बहुत
Munib
प्यारे,
up till
शाबाश।
now. He's going to be disappointed. Missed out there, Munib Javed. Otherwise, the invitation was there to go for that big booming drive on the offside, and he went for it. Took all the pace off there, Mubashir Anwar, and that's why the ball just hitting inside half of the bat and travelling towards Furqan Ahmed at deep mid wicket.
बहुत प्यारे।
Zubair, on the other hand, has looked much more comfortable against the pace as compared to the spinners. It's a dot to win the over, but a good one nevertheless for the batting team. 4 done is 32 for no loss. Anas Tariq, who has been economical in his first couple of overs, starts off with a full toss, but he's got protection in the deep on the onside. Munib Javed hasn't really looked to take any sort of risks against Anas Tariq because he knows Anas usually brings the ball back into him in the air and off the pace. So if he misses out, there are more chances of him getting out leg before or getting bowled. Zubair, on the other hand, has been looking to get boundaries against Anas. Seems like both these batters have got a really good understanding between each other. Running well between the wickets, getting the odd boundary every over.
बहुत प्यारे, बहुत प्यारे, शाबाश।
Now he decides to launch one, and this will definitely go well over the long on's head for another 6 coming from the bat of Munib. It's his third of the night. First one against Anas Tariq. He's got so much belief in his strength and his forearms. Didn't really need to use his feet on that occasion because he just sat there, bent down on one knee, launched that one. And tell you what, it just didn't clear the fence, but it almost went outside the stadium here. Pretty sure Noman Arfeen will look to change the bowler from this end, especially once the batting power play is done. I think he's just waiting for the 6 overs to get done and dusted before he introduces spinners from both ends. Nicely guided. Shayan Arfeen has got some work to do. He's running in from backward point, a slide and a stop. Munib will get another couple of runs.
बहुत प्यारा नसारिक।
He's the gunman for the strikers, Munib Javed, and you can clearly see that even in this opening partnership, he has comprehensively outscored his opening partner. got to try and do something different now on us because we don't really see him utilize that short delivery a lot. Now, when a fast bowler becomes too predictable, the batter knows that everything is going to be pitched up. He can ask Abdul Basit Zaki to stand back. He can try an out bouncer or two, place two fielders on the onside in the deep square leg and mid wicket, and can ask Munib Javed to go for a pull shot or a hook shot. Sometimes you got to change your plans because these full length deliveries are not really troubling Munib Javed or Zubair Dilaver. Zubair up till now. 5 done is 42 for no loss. Bowling his third over on the trot, and finally we see the ball turning a little. Now he decides to go big. It's up in the air and it's going to be over. Anas Tariq at long on. In fact, the ball has hit the roof. Well, no one expected the ball to gather that much distance, the height and the elevation. Just like Munib Javed, he made sure that he got his left leg out of the way, launched that one, and it hit the roof on the four. I mean, we have seen Munib Javed hitting 3 earlier, but this one was the biggest up till now. This opening partnership is now slowly turning out to be a headache for Arfeen builders. Slow full toss, but still couldn't get it through. They've got a lot of spin options available as well. Shayan Khalid, the off spinner. Imran Chawla, the leggy. If required, Ali Parvez Chawla can also bowl as a left arm spinner. Furqan Ahmed is a decent off spinner too, but they might wait for the left-hander to come in before we are going to see Furqan Ahmed in action. Hits it flat. Hits it over mid-off. No chance for Anas Tariq to get anywhere near to it. That's why he did not even bother to move an inch. 4 to end the over. 50 comes up. Batting power play is done, and it clearly belonged to the batting team. Powerfully struck. Hit that one flat over the bowler's head to make sure that he signs off the power play in an excellent manner. 6 down. It's 53 for no loss. So as expected, the first bowling change has come after the power play. The leg spinner Mohammad Batla will be bowling the 7th over. Usually in T20 cricket we see leg spinners being introduced once the power play is done, maybe because they need some more protection, and it's not that easy for the leg spinner to control the ball when it's hard and new. But this pitch looks completely different to what we have seen in the previous matches in this tournament. A pitch that has been very comfortable to bat on. Although for the last couple of overs, even when Mubashir Anwar bowled the previous one, and on the previous delivery we did see the ball turning a little, but still it's coming onto the bat very nicely. Hits it hard, and luckily the ball didn't go past the captain at backward point. Got a bit of bad bounce, but he still was able to stop it in the end, Noman Arfeen. Both the brothers standing there at point and backward point, with Noman at short third, a fielder at fine leg. He missed out there once again. A bit of a fumble now there by the skipper will allow Munib Javed to get that single he was after. Batla has bowled generally well in this tournament. We were just praising his efforts in the previous match. The only bowler to have picked up a 5-wicket haul in this DPL Season 3 up till now. Now that is cleverly played by Zubair. Just using the pace on that ball and guiding it towards third man. 2 more added to the total. Not many risks have been taken in these first 7 overs, but they still have been able to score at more than 8 and over, the batting team. Obviously you expect the run rate to improve if the batting side managed to keep wickets in hand. That was a wild swing, something that wasn't required at this stage. Just losing his concentration a bit. 58 for none it is after 7. Like for Khan Ahmed, the off spinner at this stage, even knowing the fact that there are still no left-handers at the crease. An off spinner against the right-hander, you usually expect the batter to win the battle. But he's looking to do something different by coming around the wicket so that he cannot give that room outside the off stump. You can bring that leg before and into play when you come around the wicket as an off spinner. Not given as leg buys though by the umpire, so might have come off the glove or the bat. Well, he's not going to leave that. Powerfully struck this from Munib Javed, and have a look at how flat that went behind square on the leg side. We are talking about the matchups. Usually, you do not see an off spinner operating when the two right-handers are at the crease. It went good 10 rows back. It's his fourth of the night, Munib Javed. He's seeing the ball like a football now. Inching very closer to yet another half century for him in this DPL Season 3. Now Zubair tries to do the same, and he gets a 6 as well. Much more finer. Not that much distance, but still it's going to count as another half a dozen for the batting team. Wasn't in that sort of control over that shot because there was a bit of a top edge involved as well. It's the wind that just took the ball over the boundary ropes on the onside. So not a good start this from Furqan Ahmed. 15 runs already of the first 5 balls. Remember, Arfeen Builders need to win this one because if they go on to lose this by a big margin, you can expect Shayan Resorts to come in and qualify for the semi-finals. And this is not required at this stage. A misfield will allow them to come back for the second run as well. Now it's going to be tied, but a direct hit was required and that wasn't the case. 18 of that over from Furqan. It's 76 for no loss after 8.
अबे तो इतना क्यों घूम रहे हो तुम यहीं से घुमा लेते ना सबको ओए ओए जाओ बाउंड पिट पिट चल तू विकेट कर ले चल चला जा अब अगले में तुम सीधा चले जाना उसको बहुत लंबा घूमना पड़ रहा है अंदर आ अंदर अंदर नुमान भाई अंदर है
Bartla into his second. They need a wicket badly now, the Arfeen Builders, because this partnership is just slowly and steadily taking the game away from them. Although it's still the first innings, but when you get a start like that, you can expect the team to get a big total. Although even Arfeen Builders have got a really good and really strong batting lineup, especially when you've got the likes of someone like Abdul Basit Zaki at the top of the order, and their captain Noman Arfeen, along with Shahrukh Mohsin, who has been in decent touch, and Shayan Arfeen as well, who can bat sensibly in the middle order. Hits it hard now. That has not been timed well. Anas Tariq at long off, and he puts it down. Puts down a sitter. He is disappointed, and rightly so. First error that was committed by Munib Javed. A delivery that was outside the off-stump. He wanted to drag that one towards long on. Sliced it in the end. Anas Tariq, out of anyone you expect him to take those. And he puts that one down. Massive moment. You give a life to someone like Munib Javed and he can make you pay for that. Bartla should consider himself slightly unlucky. Could have, should have provided them with the first breakthrough, but not to be. Not a lot of chances have come either for Arfeen Builders. That's why you got to make sure in a must-win match you avail each and every one of them. has been keeping the line outside the off stump because he doesn't want to get hit over his head, Bartla. That's why the length has been slightly shorter as well. Once again drags that one towards long on. The length was slightly fuller. That's why he couldn't really get underneath that one. But a really good over from Bartla comes to an end. Just 3 runs off it. It's 78 for no loss after 9.
एक ओवर के लिए चले एक ओवर के लिए बिटवीन लेफ्ट आर्म बिटवीन है ठीक है लेफ्ट आर्म राउंड बहुत सीधा है बहुत बड़ा गैप है
First time in the innings they're going to witness Bilal Shoaib getting the ball. Now it was surprising to see when you've got two right-handers at the crease. Furqan Ahmed was preferred over him. He might have joined his team late. That's why he's bowling the 10th over now. Otherwise, he would have definitely bowled once the power play was done. Now that has gone up. And that has gone out of the ground as well. He's growing in confidence after every other delivery now, Zubair. Just like his partner, he's also looking to deal in sixes now. Looking to play with the turn, the ball turning away from him. Trying to go as wide as possible from the fielder at long off. He managed to do that, and he also got it over the fence. There's no one at fine leg. It wasn't timed, it wasn't gathered by the keeper. Short third is after it. They're going to run to Munib Javed. Wanted to come back for the third, but rightly so. Denied by his partner at the other end. So they're going to get a couple of runs. All right, we thought it's going to be a wide down the leg side, but it might have hit something. Remember, the last match, they were 35 for 7. And from there on, they were able to score more than 135. And were able to win the match as well. Goes for the big shot now. Did he move his back leg? I don't think he did because Abdul Basit Zaki doesn't look interested. Just slowing the pace and hoping and ensuring that the batter commit a mistake or a blunder, and in the process they can pick up a wicket. But up till now everything has been on point. Remember, they have been In fact, Munib Javed was given a chance early on. Zubair launches one. Now this should be an opportunity. Imran Chalwa running to his right and with an excellent effort, still couldn't pouch it. Excellent effort, but still to no avail. It's 92 for no loss after 10.
आप अंदर ही हो, आप इधर ही हो। सही है, बिल्कुल सही है, सही है। नुमान भाई इधर हो और शाहरुख बाहर।
So half the overs are now done. 10 overs still to go. Bartla into his third, and he has been driven beautifully by Munib Javed. And what a way to bring up another half century for the big man. 50 of just 38 deliveries for Munib Javed. Came out to open the innings and has taken the responsibility upon his shoulders to score the bulk of the scoring. But now even his partner has joined him. He goes big, he goes flat, and he goes long on for a magnificent hit, Munib Javed. A 4 and now a 6. He has decided to cut loose. 100 comes up for strikers as well. Bartla, who was bowling really well up till his first couple of overs, has now leaked 11 runs in these first couple of deliveries, a 4, a 6, and now a wide outside the off stump. And sometimes you just forget where to bowl when Munib Javed is on song. Push that one slightly quicker. Short and wide, cut away. That's going to run away for 4 as well. This is brilliant batting from Munib Javed. All the questions have been answered by the big man. Everything seems to have been coming out of the middle of his bat. And as soon as he times one, it usually travels to the fence. That's why it was so important when he gave them an opportunity. The catch should have been held by Anas Tariq. That didn't happen, and since then we have seen Munib Javed hitting a lot of boundaries and sixes. That's all it is to end the over. 11 done, it's 108 for no loss.
अब वही थोड़ा मैच में आ जाओ, यहाँ से कवर करेंगे यार। डू एंड डाई सिचुएशन है, इसमें ठंडे नहीं पड़ सकते, कोई भी मोमेंट चेंज करेगा। पीछे से आजा अली भाई, फाइन लगी डीप में। फाइन फाइन बाटला फाइन आएगा। कहाँ मार रहे हैं? पांडवास की टीम को मार रहे हैं यार। इसको पांडवास है यार हम।
चले चले, शाबाश
शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश मुनीब भाई, शाबाश, चेक करके शाबाश।
लेफ्ट आर्म राउंड।
Trying all his options now, Numan Arfeen. Ali Parvez Chawla has been given the ball, replacing Bilal Shoaib. Gets away with that. Now the shout is for two, running the first hard, but Ali Parvez himself went after that, made sure that he restricted that one to a single. Still searching for the first wicket, the Arfeen builders, in a must-win game for them. Even though he has missed a couple of deliveries outside the off stump, but still he has batted generally well at a very decent strike rate, Zubair. And that has gone straight towards extra cover. A bit of a fumble there by the skipper himself will allow Zubair to get to the other end. Softly played, and we'll get another single now, Munib Javed.
सही है सही है।
Much better over this from Ali Parvez, considering that he has not really allowed the batters to go hard against him, and the fact that he has been bowling very slower through the air. Now that's a horrible delivery down the leg side. I'm pretty sure Zubair, if he would have known that there was no one at fine leg, he would have definitely attempted a stroke behind square on the leg side. He goes for a big shot. Does he get it in the gap? He does. Might not have hit the previous ball, which was a much easier delivery, but this time he made sure that he hits it all across the carpet and gets it in the gap between mid-wicket and square leg. Another brilliant way it is to end the over for the batting team. It's 115 for no loss.
नहीं अच्छी वाली करती रहेंगे आप, जितना तेज करेंगे उतना तेज मारेंगे आप। शान
नहीं आती मिडिल
Change of ends for Bilal Shoaib now. Zubair goes for another big shot. Now this is another opportunity. Ali Parvez, in fact, Anas Tariq takes a catch this time towards long on. And finally they have been able to break this opening partnership. Zubair scoring 43, won't be able to get to his half century, but what a brilliant knock he has played along with his opening partner. He was looking to go over long on, unfortunately hitting the toe end of the bat, and Anas Tariq taking that one comfortably. First wicket gone down for strikers. They are 117 for 1.
ये चाहिए कटवे दो चाहिए इमरान इधर आएगा ये इमरान अले
So first wicket went down in this 13th over of the innings, and that now brings the left-hander Ibadur Rahman at the crease. He's also a wonderful player, Ibadur Rahman, a batter that you can rely on. They look very similar to each other. We talk about Ibadur Rahman and Muneeb Javed, just the fact that they've got a different role. Ibad bats as a left-hander, whereas Muneeb Javed is a right-hander. Gonna try and bowl a few dots to build some pressure now on the new man. Watching this match very closely on his screen, Mr. Parvez Chawla alongside Farooq Zaki, who will be in action with the bat as well as with the ball for the strikers team. Really good over this from Bilal. Might be given as a wide, or did it hit the pads? Nope, given as a wide, so we'll have to bowl an extra delivery now, Bilal Shoaib. Hitting the pads now. The impact might have been outside the awesome, but a good over, a really good over. This from Bilal comes to an end. Just a run and a wicket off it. It's 118 for 1.
आ जाए
Strikers are still going to be eyeing a big score from the position they are in right now. Still got 7 overs, and 10 and over from here on will take them past 185, which is something they might feel comfortable with. But I just get the feeling this is a really good batting track, so they're going to look to go and push beyond the par total on this track. Anything more than 200 will obviously give them a psychological advantage when they will come out to bowl in the second innings. And the fact that they were able to defend a very low total the other day against Mectum Farmer will obviously give them more confidence if they get runs on the board. His phase 5 deliveries now, Ibadur Rahman. He's yet to get off the mark. Furqan Ahmed, whose first over didn't go well, could have been a better option with a left-hander at the crease. Goes for the swag sweep, and he gets off the mark in a brilliant fashion. Just when we were mentioning that the off-spinner against a left-hander can turn out to be a better option, because left-arm spinners are much easier to hit for the left-handers. Have a look at that swing of the bat. Planting his front leg forwards, getting underneath the pitch of the ball and ensuring that he gets it comfortably over mid-wicket's head. And now he gets a full toss, hits that one flat. It's an opportunity for long on, and Anastari takes another catch. He might have dropped one earlier, but now he has taken 2 and 2. Ibad just can't believe his luck. It's a full toss from a left-arm spinner. Could have hit that anyway. Could have hit that over long off, over mid-wicket. He decided to go between long on and mid-wicket. Anas Tariq running in and making sure that he pouches another one. So 2 wickets in quick succession now for the Arfeen builders. First it was Zubair, and now Ibadur Rahman, who can't believe his luck, is the man who's going to be walking back. 6 and out for the big man. It's 125 for 2.
गलत है ना भाई, जब आप आ सकते तो आप पहले से बताएं। आ सकते हो, आ कब रहे 11 बजे आए हो, 3 मैचों में देख लिया मैंने आपको, आप आ रहे हैं सिंगल पे एक बंदा सिंगल पे। आप 11 पे भी अगर आए तो 6 ओवर अभी बैटिंग कर सकते हैं। कौन से ओवर में आ रहा हूँ, क्या हो 12 में हो वासिद, थोड़ा माइक थोड़ा सा बाहर आया हुआ। अभी मैं 7 भाई को बोलता हूँ प्रोटेस्ट का।
Anas Mustafiz now joins Munib Javed. Plays that one in the air, but he still manages to get it in the gap now. Furqan Ahmed, who is a right-hander naturally, had to change his direction because he was initially moving to his left, then he had to turn and throw with his right hand, and that just gave enough time for the batters to come back with the second run. Even Anas Mustafiz is a very dangerous customer. He has been batting brilliantly of late, especially towards the backhand of the innings, because that's how he plays. Although he didn't strike it from the middle of his bat, but he usually looks to sweep the ball over the bowler's head for big hits. He's gonna get a single nevertheless. 14 done. It's 128 for 2.
boys. चलिए आप बिलाल थोड़ी तेज तेज करिए.
फाइल चाहिए उससे पूछ लो. फाइल क्यों नहीं चाहिए उसको? फाइल चाहिए, सामने दो ले लूं.
Last couple of overs have been just slightly going in favor of the bowling team because they've got 2 now in 2 overs. First it was Zubair who was dismissed by Bilal Shoaib in his previous over, and then Ali Parvez getting rid of Ibadur Rahman with a full toss. Paddling it, there is no one at fine leg. This is not going to run away for 4. Have a look at the amount of distance that fielder has to cover from backward square leg. That will allow Munib Javed to return at the striker's end for the 3rd run. Still scoring at more than 9 and over. Strikers. 200 is definitely on from here. Delicate. Really delicate this from Munib. He has played shots in all directions here tonight. He's been really good on the offside. He has hit some towering sixes over the bowler's head. Didn't have that many opportunities if you talk about the last couple of overs. That's why he has been sort of stranded in the 60s, but now he will look to keep a lot of strike to himself. Hits it nicely, gets it in the gap. Beautifully timed and placed this by Munib. He looks so elegant when he's just looking to play those shots on the offside, because he knows when he get them in the gap, he will always get value for his shots. Bilal Shoaib just dropping it short and wide, and have a look at how late he played that one. And once it went through those two brothers on the offside between Shayan and Numan, you knew what the outcome is going to be. These are testing times for the Arfeen builders. Not a lot of enthusiasm either by the fielding team. And they're still looking to get rid of Munib Javed now. Hits that one flat, Anas, but will just get a single towards Ali Parvez.
कट पे ले लूं इसको, इमरान को वापस. कट पे ले लूं इमरान को वापस. इमरान कट पे आना है, मुनीब की बारी में. इमरान
Field is going to shift slightly square on the offside. Cuts it, but this time couldn't really find the gap. Imran was moving to his left, but it was Noman who made sure that he stopped that ball. Still a single for Munib Javed. He's going to retain the strike at the start of next over. It's 141 for 2 after 15.
यार मुनीब कमीना बंद तो नहीं करो ना यार. चेंज
चलो
करने
यार
जाइए
बस
ना
अब
जाइए
जल्दी करें भाई ये बहुत कौन यार यूनुस भाई इसको हर मैच में बोलना पड़ता है 5 मिनट से वेट कर रहा हूँ थक गया ये किसने मार नहीं इधर इधर ही
ये बात हो
ये भी फास्ट एक हो जाए एक
बिलाल बस बस इसकी लाइन में रहना बस विकेट की लाइन में शाहरुख इधर जाओ शाहरुख इधर आओ जल्दी 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 अली जा अली जा अली जा
यार जा मुनी जावेद आठे
He's bowled well as compared to the other bowlers. Ali Parvez hasn't gone for that many runs as compared to the other bowlers, and he has also got a wicket. But still, this is a commanding score from the strikers, with the fact that they still have 4.5 overs, where they will be looking to do some more serious damage to the bowling team. That is the way he plays. He usually shuffles across the crease quite a lot before he looks to hit them down the ground. Very strong on anything that is outside the off stump, Anas Mustafiz. Oh, that is sweet. That is excellently timed by Munib Javed. He has hit quite a lot of them tonight. Have a look at how quickly he gets into the position. A bit of a shuffle across the off stump because he wanted to go towards mid-wicket or the long on region, even against the turn. Ali Chawla was standing there at long on, but in fact Imran Chawla was there at long on, and he just could watch that ball go over his head and could only return it to the bowler. Full toss, it's a hit me delivery, and Furkan, well, you can argue that a better effort could have saved that boundary, but why bowl like that at first place? A full toss, a loopy full toss on leg stump. Any batter would have hit that one. Munib was so generous not to hit that one outside the ground, but he still got a boundary. 16 done, it's 155 for 2.
आधी विकेट पे नहीं जरा गुड लेंथ से उठा.
First of the night for Anas Mustafiz. In recent times, we have seen that happening. He doesn't really waste a lot of time and straight away gets into the act. Bartla bowling his last over, has gone wicketless tonight up till now, but he's got 5 more deliveries to get a wicket or 2. Hits it flat. It's an opportunity, and have a look at the effort there from the fielder. He did not go for a catch. He did not even bother stopping that shot because he might have lost it in the floodlights there. It was hit powerfully, and have a look at there. He got there, but then just took himself out of the line of that shot. There you go. And then blaming it on the floodlights. Easiest excuse to make.
Excellent comeback.
It's Munibur Rahman who is now standing behind the stumps. Bartla is not going to give any air whatsoever. He's just going to look to bowl as quick as possible now because he knows that both the batters are after him. Munib Javed on 85, nearing another century. Anas also has got a very good start, striking at 200. Played a wide one there. Could have easily been given as a wide had he left that one. But still, the run rate has now gone beyond 10 and over for the batting team. Swing and a miss, and it's going to be another dot. So 17 down, it's 168 for 2.
Right arm round. अंदर आएंगे ना मानदे अंदर आएंगे शहन अंदर आ
So Bartla going wicketless tonight, none for 36 in his 4 overs. Looking to do something different now, Noman Arfeen. Shahrukh Mohsin has now been given the ball. 3 overs still left. 10 and over will now get them past 200. In the air and just over mid-wicket. Has been that sort of a night tonight for Munib Javed. Earlier we saw his catch was put down by Anas Tariq. Since then he has scored and added 40 odd runs, and now the ball that was just chipped in the air, but it just went over Ali Parvez's head, who was at short mid-wicket. Well, the decision has been deferred upstairs because the wicket-keeper realized that Anas Mustafiz might have moved his back foot. No part of his back foot left the crease when Munibur Rahman took the bails off. So it's going to be a dot delivery though.
गुड बॉलिंग भाई, आप सही गए थे लेकिन बॉल को आज छील उड़ी चल रही है, इधर आओ ना, तुम्हारे पीछे खड़ा हुआ है वो। अंदर ही जाना है, मार दे, अच्छी कर रहा है। पकड़, जल्दी आओ
It's that one really hard, but they've got Mohammad Bartla at deep mid wicket, so quite a decent over this from Shahrukh Mohsin up till now. Just a couple of singles of the first three deliveries.
ये नहीं देगा, हाथ में देगा, इसी दफा दे रहा था भाई।
170 is up. Does he get it in the gap? Just get the feeling he does. Mohammad Bartla with an excellent effort, and he might have just saved a boundary for his team. Umpires, I'm pretty sure, will confirm that from the fielder in the deep, and he feels it's okay. Munib Javed trying his best to get to those three figures as early as possible.
अच्छा चल रहा है, तगड़ा कर जा। सही है, very good, excellent.
Brilliant over this from Shahrukh Mohsin up till now. Just 4 singles. Now, can he finish the over well? I'm pretty sure Munib Javed will look to get a 6 or a boundary, because it's been a quiet over. He bowls it outside the awesome. Just a single towards the end. 173 for 2 after 18.
अन्ना, आजा। सही है ना, जगह नहीं देना मारने। बॉलिंग क्यों नहीं कर रहे?
पीछे से आ गया।
बाउंड्री पे उसकी डिमांड है, आगे से बॉल कर, उसकी डिमांड है आगे से। इम्मू भाग के, इम्मू शाबा 4 ओवर बाद देखना, 2 ओवर की बात है शाबा।
फिर ये रोका, इतना रुका है।
4 ओवर बाद देखना शुरू किया। भाई उसके हिसाब से फास्ट है ना तू खेलना। नुमान भाई थोड़ा सीधे हो। अंदर आए नुमान भाई। बहुत टाइम हो गया नुमान भाई।
Anas Tariq returns to bowl the 19th over now. Starts off with a full toss. And might be in some pain because the ball did not hit his pads, but might have hit his thighs, and that's why he's down for the count. Might need some rubbing and some stretching. But it's a full toss that he missed. Looking to heave that one over the leg side, and the ball just hitting the inner part of his left thigh and threw his bat away because he was in some pain.
भाई कीपर ऊपर का प्रेशर है ये। फास्ट बॉलर आप हाई रिस्क ले रहे थे ना, फास्ट बॉलिंग मजाक उड़ा रहे थे ना फास्ट बॉलर का। आ जाओ आ जाओ। पकड़ भाई पकड़ शाहरुख।
Now that has gone up in the air, once again put down. I guess it was Shahrukh Mohsin who bowled a lovely over previously. But that was an opportunity to get rid of Munib Javed. Trying to swing towards the leg side, did not have that much pace to work with. Got both his hands to it, Shahrukh, but couldn't really hold on to that one. Now he moves into the 90s, Munib. No one at third man, fine leg is up, square leg and mid-wicket back. It's going to be a wide, and it's going to run away for 4. 5 extra runs gifted to the batting team. That's why it is so important to at least have fine leg or third man back, especially when the wicketkeeper is standing up to the stumps, because anything that is down the leg side or outside the awesome, which won't be gathered by the keeper, will obviously run towards the fence. Slower delivery, hits it hard, hits it long, and hits it right towards the side screen. Slower delivery not doing the trick for Anas Tariq. Munib Javed inching closer to yet another personal milestone. We have seen a couple of centuries being scored in this DPL Season 3. Sheikh Ali of Interior Junction managed to do that at Gulberg Gymkhana a few nights back. Then Abdul Basit Zaki did that. Now Munib Javed just 3 runs short of getting his name registered in that list of the centurions in this DPL Season 3. So both things are still possible. 100 for Munib Javed and 200 for strikers tonight. Another swing and a miss. He's much better play against the spinners compared to the fast bowlers, Anas Mustafiz. And I'm really surprised by the fact that no other bowler, if we talk about the spinner or the fast bowler, Anas has looked to target his pads, because he doesn't really look that comfortable while hitting the ball on the leg side, because he usually goes straight or on the off side. Hits it straight. Long on is running to his right and he takes a good running catch. I think it was Imran Chawla who made sure that he got his eye towards the ball and made sure that he plucks that one out of thin air. Slightly slower in pace. Anas Mustafiz wanted to go downtown, got it a little wider of Imran Chawla at long on, and he made sure that he pounced that one. He did his job, 22 of 16 deliveries, exactly what the strikers needed, but now he has been dismissed. It's 187 for 3.
One.
Now he bowled a very decent first over, Shahrukh Mohsin, which was the 18th over of the innings, and that's why he has been asked to bowl the last over of the innings as well. Now Muneeb Javed has just played that with soft hands. He wants to come back for the second one. He'll get there easily, and that is it. A century by Muneeb Javed. A brilliant knock from the big man. Came at the start of the innings, faced the first ball, and is still out there since the end. Third century in this DPL Season 3, being congratulated by Mustafa Musa as well, his partner. And I'm pretty sure he's going to get the applauses from the dugout as well as the opposition here tonight. Couple of runs to make sure that he gets to his personal milestone, and I'm pretty sure for the next 5 balls he might look to swing as hard as possible to make sure that his team get over 200 here. No one at fine leg. Imran Chawla at backward square leg. There is Furqan Ahmed at short deep square leg. Hits it in the air. Mohammad Badla has an opportunity, but he's not going to go for the catch. Instead, he went to stop that boundary. A throw at the striker's end, but it's too wide, and Muneeb will get a couple. Shahrukh Mohsin is just giving no pace whatsoever. That's why it's been difficult to hit him away for boundaries. We saw him doing that in his first over, and he's doing it all over again. Down the leg side now. I just get the feeling the ball might stop, or in fact it might just trickle past the boundary ropes, and it does. Another error committed there by the bowler. The wicketkeeper couldn't stop it, so it's going to be 5 bonus runs to the batting team, and they get further closer to that total of 200 now. A bit of improvisation, a reverse sweep. Couldn't time it. Mustafa Musa wanted to be on strike. Almost went there towards the strikers and then almost within a touching distance of shaking hands with Muneeb Javed. Now that's a loose delivery, and this might go over the roof. Brilliant shot nevertheless from Muneeb Javed. And with that, 200 is up for the strikers. No pace whatsoever, but he knew what he's going to be up against, and I just get the feeling he got himself into a such a decent position. He wants to be on strike again. He wants to come back for the second run and he'll get there easily. So I'm afraid Mustafa Musa won't be able to face any delivery unless and until it's a wide and they run off it. But what a knock this has been from Muneeb Javed. 110 of just 67. And it's going to be a wide and he's going to be out, run out. Yep, well, is he going to run him out or not? I just get the feeling he might do it towards the end. Yeah, he does it. Just easing Mustafa Musa, allowing him to come near to the wicket, but unfortunately then taking the bails off. So another batter will have to walk in at the non-striker's end, because if it's sort of wide, Muneeb Javed decided not to offer any stroke. Muneeb would remand straight away with an underarm throw, returning the favour towards the bowler's end, and then just shedding the light mode a little, but ensuring that Mustafa Musa doesn't make his way back to the crease. So wicket is going to go down, but it's not going to bother a lot. Strikers are still in a very strong position at 205.
एक मिनट
8 sixes and 6 boundaries for the big man. Can he finish off with another big one? He hits one towards extra cover. There is a fielder out there, but he's not going to stop it. Mubashir Anwar just let that go out of his reach, and it's a boundary to end the innings. 209 is what Arfeen builders are. In fact, 210 is what Arfeen builder will have to chase down in this must-win game to cement their spot in the semi-finals. Muneeb Javed ensuring that he hits the last ball for a boundary as well. So an unbeaten 100 for Muneeb Javed as he carries the bat for the strikers. A brilliant knock and a wonderful score for the batting team.
Right number one.
So welcome back again from DHA Sports Club, Moin Khan Academy. It's time for the run chase of match number 15 of Bluebird presents Net Solar Energy DPL Season 3, powered by Milky's Food, where Arfeen builders are fighting to qualify for the semi-final spot, whereas strikers, who won the toss and batted first, scored a mammoth 209 on the board in their allotted 20 overs, largely courtesy of that brilliant 100, the unbeaten century that Munib Javed got. Obviously, he was well supported by his opening partner Zubair, and then towards the end by Anas Mustafiz. Shayan Resorts must be keeping a very close eye on the outcome of this game. Not only they want Arfeen builders to lose this one, but by a decent margin as well, so that their net run rate drop enough and Shayan Resorts become the fourth team to qualify. Mustafa Musa has taken on the new ball, and Abdul Basit Zaki's opening is a gown with a boundary behind square on the leg side. It's not going to be Shayan Arfeen alongside his brother. It's Abdul Basit Zaki. Mustafa Musa has taken on the new ball alongside Numan Arfeen.
Abdul Basit Zaki is qualify. Mustafa Musa has taken on the new ball, and
easy pickings for someone
Abdul
like Abdul
Basit
Basit, who
Zaki's
just helped the ball
opening
on
is
its
a
way
gown with the boundary.
past the fielder at short fine. We saw a big innings in the first innings from Munib Javed. We need to see a similar knock from Abdul Basit Zaki if they are to chase down this mammoth total of 210, which obviously won't be easy. But if one team can do that, so can the other, because it's not that difficult of a pitch to bat on. Goes for a quick single now. So too aggressive batter at the crease now for Arfeen builders, exactly what they want. But what they don't want is to lose a wicket early. We have seen Numan Arfeen losing his wicket in the very first over on a couple of occasions in this tournament. So he needs to break that jinx. Just a little outside the off stump there, appealing for caught behind, but it was given as a wide by the umpire, and rightly so. Gets his wicket. Another first over dismissal, this one Numan Arfeen. The previous delivery was outside the off-stump, swinging further away from him. This time the ball just straightened up, held its line, and Numan Arfeen looking to go big, looking to go straight. The ball just going underneath the bat and hitting the off-stump. Mustafa Musa was jubilant, and why not? Numan Arfeen will once again walk back to the dugout in the very first over of this run chase. without even troubling the scorers. It's 6-1.
ये वाला ऊपर ले ले
वैसे नया बैट्समैन नहीं यार अनस भाई जरूरत नहीं है इसको मारने देना दूसरा कौन सा लोगे बाहर अनस पीछे होगा बाहर बॉल
So wicket in the very first over is what strikers wanted, and they've got that. Arfeen walks in at number 3. Greeted with a slower bouncer, which he just couldn't get out of the way. But a brilliant start, nevertheless, from Mustafa Musa. It's 6-1.
बंदा चलाते हैं देख के करना भाई बल्ले खड़े ओके सर
Farooq Zaki will share the new ball from the other end. Bowling to his brother, Abdul Basit Zaki. Now remember, Arfeen builders need to realize that even if they go on to lose this one, they need to get as close as possible to this total of 209. Hits it really hard and might have hit Anas Mustafiz on his chest, and he's straight away rubbing it. That was hit really hard by Abdul Basit Zaki. He did really well to stop that one, but he still got hit on his chest. Let's hope he's okay. Bilal Arif assisting him. A big smile on his face, and he's back on his feet, which is a good sign for strikers, obviously. Obviously, he'll have a crucial role to play once they are into the knockout stages. Now he'll have to play a different ball game altogether, Shayan, because he likes to spend some time at the crease, but right now, boundaries are the need of the hour for the batting team. He'll have to make sure that he converts every scoring opportunity into a couple of runs or get at least a boundary. Still standing at mid-off, Anas. Hits it powerfully. That's a brilliant shot from Abdul Basit Zaki. To pick that sort of a shot from that sort of a length, because it wasn't that short, it was a good length delivery, and he was on his move when he was looking to hit that one over square leg, which he did. Brilliant shot from Abdul. And he knew it straight away that he has got enough bat behind that one. A lot depends on how Well, Abdul Basit Zaki plays here tonight. Remember, he's already got a century in this tournament early on, 126, which is also the highest individual score in DPL Season 3. Won't be an easy chase because even strikers have got a really good spin attack. They've got a couple of good fast bowling options as well. Mustafa Musa and Bilal Arif. Hits it powerfully, gets it over mid-off. This will run away for 4 as well. Excellent timing and placement from Abdul Basit. He knows what his brother is capable of, and that's why he had no hesitation or difficulty in lifting that one over his head as well as over mid-off. Boundary to end. It's 18 for 1 after 2.
Mustafa Musa and Bilal Arif. Hits it powerfully, gets it over mid-off. This will run away for 4 as well. Excellent time.
Down the leg side and just a little tickle, but just get the feeling about the Rahman did get a bit of glove behind that. That's why it didn't travel further once it get past him. Down the leg side and just a little tickle, but just get the hits it powerfully, drills that one really hard past the bowler, does Abdul Basit Zaki. His last couple of shots have been straight down the ground, once against his brother in the previous over, and now this one, a full-blooded straight drive and no chance for the fielder at mid-off. He holds the key for this run chase. We have mentioned that before as well. Once he gets out, it's going to be really difficult for Arfeen builders to chase down this total. Poor delivery. Once again gets a treatment. Might have been an attempted slower one, but it was down the leg side, and you're asking for trouble when you just have one fielder on the leg side behind square, and that too inside the 30-yard circle. Well, we have seen that in the past, more than 200 runs being chased down at this venue, so slightly short and wide, given as a wide by the umpire. Another slower delivery. There is no one at mid-wicket. This will run away for 4 as well. This is turning out to be a really good over for Arfeen builders. He's looking to take all the pace off, but it's not working for Mustafa Musa. One straight down the ground, one behind square on the leg side, and now one towards mid-wicket. Three boundaries already in this over. A good bouncer, but it was going down the leg side and could have been given as a wide as well on the height, but it's given as one for the over, so just wasting a bouncer because he couldn't bowl it at the right line. Although a bouncer against someone like Abdul Basit Zaki is always a very handy option because he doesn't really look that comfortable while pulling or hooking the ball towards the leg side. It's going to be 2 in the over. Just need to calm down a bit here. Strikers, yes, they've got runs to play with, but like I mentioned before, targets have been chased here at this venue, so it's important that you keep on bowling at those perfect spots, right channel, right line and length. Slower delivery and he gets a big wicket. Abdul Basit Zaki was looking to trust the bounce on that one. Mustafa Musa attempted a slower delivery on a couple of occasions in this over. This time he bowled it at a perfect line, perfect length and a perfect pace. Too early into that stroke. The ball arrived a little too late and it hit the off stump once again. 2 big wickets now for Mustafa Musa. First got rid of the captain Numan Arfeen and now gets rid of the big man Abdul Basit Zaki. Quick fire 28, but it's not going to be enough. 34 for 2 now, Arfeen builders. So 2 now for Mustafa Musa. In walks Ali Parvez Chawla. Good delivery. Somehow he manages to get it past the fielder on the offside. It's not going to run away for 4, but he's going to get off the mark with a couple. Surprisingly, Ali Parvez has come out to bat at number 4 and knocked Charuk Mohsin. 3 down, it's 36 for 2. That is a quality stroke from Shayan. This will go definitely outside the ground. One of the biggest sixes that we have seen being hit tonight. And what a way to welcome Faizan Shoaib at the bowling crease.
पाँव खींच के स्क्वायर लेग मिड विकेट देखना लंबा पाँव करेगा इधर से बैक इधर से फारूक भाई थोड़ा घूमे
That has gone up in the edge. An opportunity for the fielder, and this is going to be the third wicket that has gone down for Arfeen Builders. So the decision to send Ali Parvez Chawla up the order hasn't really worked for the batting team. Slightly short and outside the off stump. Faizan Shoaib getting a wicket in his very first over. Soft dismissal from Ali Parvez. Batted beautifully in the previous match, but unfortunately will be walking back on a low score tonight.
और मुएब कट पे अच्छा रहना बेटा आज इसको भी छक्के मारने पड़ेंगे नेक्स्ट कवरेज कितनी हो गई दो बाकी है दो एक्सटेल करके अगर एक्सटेल करके हेड रोक के बहुत आजा मुस्तफा चल इजी आ
at more than 11 and over, but they have lost 3 big wickets. Numan Arfeen, Abdul Basit Zaki and Ali Parvez Chawla all back in the dugout. Shayan Arfeen is still out there, who has already struck a maximum. Shahrukh Mohsin has come on to join him. Mustafa Musa now into his 3rd over. Pulled a lot of slower deliveries in this spell, Mustafa Musa. Got hit for 3 boundaries in the previous over from Abdul Basit Zaki, but he came back really well and got rid of him. And now I just get the feeling he's not going to give any pace whatsoever to these batters. Now remember, both these batters, Shayan Arfeen and Shahrukh Mohsin, were able to stitch a big partnership in their very first match against Mektam, I guess. Might have to play in a similar manner, but at a better strike rate. Oh, that is peach of a delivery. Not sure what Shahrukh Mohsin were looking to do with that. A delivery that was on around about that off-stump channel. Just looking to give himself a little bit of room and just looking to push that one on the offside. It missed the outside edge. It missed the top of off. Now he decides to go for a big shot. It's up in the air. It's going to be over mid-off. It just lands over Faizan's head. Now Faizan, who is generally a very good fielder in the inner ring or at the edge of the boundary ropes, he was looking to take that one over his left shoulder. Never easy when you're running backwards. And had he taken it, would have sealed the deal for Arfeen Builders. Trying his best, Shayan. He knows that the boundaries are the need of the hour for the batting team, not just during the power play, but even after the first 6 overs. They'll have to keep on scoring at 10 and over to get to the total, because the required run rate is almost touching 11. Slightly short. Now that was very close to the gloves and the bat. It was nicely gathered by the keeper behind the stumps. Good shot delivery to end the over. A good over from Mustafa Musa. It's 47 for 3 after 5.
इधर ही आ जाना। चौका खाने के बाद आएगा।
इसका वाला भी इधर ही किया था वो।
Nicely timed and placed by Shayan. Both the batters have now got a boundary each in this over. Earlier it was Shahrukh, and now Shayan just ensuring that he gets it to the right of extra cover and left of the fielder at long off. A diving effort there from the big man, but it was not enough to protect the boundary. Now, the way they have been scoring runs, it's a clear sign that it's a very decent pitch to bat on. Remember, it's the last over of the power play, so both these batters are trying their best to achieve as many runs as possible, but they'll have to keep on doing that once the 6 overs are done and dusted. Goes for the big hit over mid-wicket. It's going to be a huge one from Shayan. His second of the night. A shot that he doesn't really play that often, that early in this innings. But he's stressing the nature of the pitch, making sure that he gets closer to the pitch of the ball and hitting that one well over mid-wicket. So brilliant power play it is for both the teams. 3 wickets for the bowling team and 62 runs for Arfeen builders.
राइट हम राउंड है ना अंदर अभी तो खामोश हो गए अभी हमने किया क्या है अभी आउट हो रहे हम वेट करना साबा बॉल निकलनी नहीं चाहिए साबा मसला नहीं है
They are catching up with the required run rate as far as the scoring rate is concerned for Arfeen builders, but the fact that they have lost 3 wickets is something that might haunt them. Shot is for 2, running the first one harsh. Shahrukh Mohsin, a bit of a fumble, but they still decided against it. I think it was the right call made in the end because you can't really chance your arms. Saad Sultan, whom we didn't see with the bat in the first innings. Coming into bowl as an off spinner now. Now remember, strikers are already through, so it really doesn't depend if they lose this match from here on, because they are still going to finish at the top 4. But a lot depends on whether Arfeen Builders are going to be able to qualify for the semi-finals or not. It's batted nicely tonight up till now, Shayan. Unlike his brother, who at least got 3 ducks in this tournament. Remember, every team got a chance to play 5 matches. Noman Arfeen got out in the first over on 3 occasions without troubling the scorers. So and he's not the only captain who has had a quiet tournament with the bat. Similar can be said for Shayan Mateen, the captain of Shayan Reserves, although he was able to score 40-odd runs in their must-win match a couple of nights back. Umar Taslim, who was a big name, who was picked for big bucks, unfortunately couldn't get a big score from himself either. Just 7 runs in that over from Saad, is 69 for 3 after 7. Fizan Shoaib, and now it's going to be another left arm spinner, Khizr Irfan, who has come onto the bowling attack. Shahrukh Mohsin has been in decent touch with the bat. He's got a big score already. Scored 40-odd couple of nights back. Just need a partnership of 40 or 50-odd more runs, and then they will start to believe once again. This is what he's going to look to do. Bowl outside the off stump and will look to bring the ball back in. Here's Irfan, because he's a very decent turner of the ball. But he can bowl the other one as well. The ball that just pitches and turns into the left-hander, the other one. Oh. Just a little too harsh to be given that as a wide, because you could just see that was just inches in the guidelines. That was the other one we were talking about, that just pitches and comes into the left-hander. Shahrukh Mohsin spotted that, and that's why he just punched that one towards long off for a couple. Although they've got 3 wickets, but they still need to make sure that they do not allow Arfeen builders to go away with the scoring rate, because without taking any risk, they are still scoring 7 or 8 every over, largely due to the singles. But whenever the ball has been placed in the gap, they have converted the single into a couple. That's why the current run rate is steadily staying between 9.5 and 10. The required run rate, on the other hand, has just gone a little above 11. Once again, the ball going straight to the fielder, and they're going to get the single they were after. The throw wasn't gathered by the bowler, and it might be a run out. Ibadur Rahman looks very confident. Was there a need to go for that second one? Because the ball did not go far enough from the bowler once he did not gather the throw, and they have already started to celebrate. Shahrukh Mohsin is on his knees, but he knows his fate. Now, it was a risky single at the first place as well, because the ball went straight towards Farooq Zaki, who threw at the non-striker's end, and then couldn't gather the throw, but then quickly recovered, threw at the striker's end. Ibadur Rahman with the throw right next to the stumps took the bails off. Now it's going to be touch and go.
हम पीछे चल रहे हैं, जरा जल्दी करेंगे यार। सुलेमान, बल्कि निकलेगा वहां से, फाइन आएगा। खिजर खिजर इधर आ जा बेटा, इधर आ।
So it was a suicidal run out that Shahrukh Mohsin searching for that second run, and they all say never run on a misfield. So Munibur Rahman walks in at number 6 and he gets off the mark with a single. In fact, he's off strike, so it was Shayan who got that couple of runs. That wicket of Shahrukh Mohsin must have dented their confidence, because there was a bit of partnership building between Shayan and Shahrukh. Could have taken this game deep, but that run out has obviously brought the bowling team in a much better position as compared to the opposition. It's going to be tough. Really tough to chase down the remaining 129 runs. Although they do have depth in their batting lineup, Anas Tariq can hit the long ball, but he's much better when you need 10 or 12 and over in the last 4 or 5 overs. Shuffling across the off stump, there was no one at fine leg. In fact, there is one fielder at behind square on the leg side. Couldn't beat him. Shayan. Just gets that one over extra cover, Shayan. He loves to play over extra cover, but when he looks to play inside out, that shot did not have enough strength. Mohib Suleiman was covering that side of the ground. Couple to end the over it is. It's 84 for 4 after 9. Right-handers. As a batter, when you're not picking the deliveries out of the back of the hand, you've got to make sure that you try to play it as much on the back foot as possible and wait for the ball to do its part and then play the shot accordingly. Shayan decides to go towards square leg. It's an opportunity and taken by Bilal Arif. Well, normally he's a very good fielder, Bilal Arif. Anywhere in the outfield, he usually stands at long on or long off. But he was positioned at deep square leg. Shayan just shuffling across the off stump, hoping that he can clear that fielder behind square on the leg side. Got into a very decent position. But unfortunately, he just did not have enough strength behind that stroke. Nicely taken in front of his face. Another wicket goes down. Khizr gets his first. Arfeen Builders lose their 5th. Shayan walking back after 28. It's 84 for 5.
अनस 2 बॉलें बाकी हैं। एक अच्छा हो रहा है इसका।
Anas Tariq, the man, walks in at number 7. Now that almost snuck through the bat and pad, and it did, but didn't hit the off stump, which the bowling side wanted. He was out on a golden duck a couple of days back, and he was looking to go straight down the ground and was caught at long on. Now he gets a wicket. What a brilliant delivery this is from Khizr Irfan. Pitching way outside the off stump and then turning a mile in to the right-hander. He was out on a golden duck. We were mentioning that. Just lasted one more ball tonight. Beautiful delivery this from Khizr Irfan, turning viciously outside the off stump and hitting the top of off. A dismissal that he would not want to witness again in his life. Anas Tariq walks back for another duck. It's 87 for 6.
कैमरामैन जल्दी फोकस करो। कैमरामैन इधर फोकस करना है। यार फारूक में एक ओवर। फारूक में मैं एक ओवर कह रहा हूँ। फिर अंदर क्यों भेजा है? मैं अच्छे वाले जूते उतार के ना अली नासिर अली भाई पेसिंग पे कौन है पेसिंग बोल पे नहीं अनस हां वो बोल दो साथ लेकर आए बात से आपको अंपायर ने दिए मुझे बहुत कैरेस बॉल से करा ये अच्छी है उन्हीं पे कर ले फील्डिंग कर ले ओ भाई बॉल बदल दी इसने ये बॉल बदल दी इन्होंने ये लो ये वाली थी आपकी अबे भाई ये वाली थी मोए पीछे से आ जा रेडी है बैट्समैन लेट कर रहा है आउट कितने हो गए आसिफ भाई जल्दी जल्दी शाबाश 5 नहीं 6 हुए यार अनस मिड विकेट हो एक कौन है जो पीछे आएंगे शॉर्ट मिड आ जाओ शॉर्ट मिड आ जाओ अनस चले यार क्या हो गया भाई यार फाइन आओ ना फाइन अनस भाई देख लो पूरे राइट आर्म ओवर ये सामने अच्छा खेलते हैं
So things are not going to get any simpler for Arfeen builders, because Asif Feroz has now been given the ball and he almost picked a wicket over very first delivery. I mean, could have been, should have been held. Went straight down to the throat of the long on fielder. Munibur Rahman hit that one really flat, but unfortunately it was spilled, and well, you don't really expect Bilal and Fazan Shoaib to put down those. Gibran Said makes his way out there in the middle now at number 8. He's not an easy customer to hit away for runs. Asif Feroz, just like his Arfeen, he's got so much variety and so economical usually. His Arfeen bowled a lovely delivery to get rid of Anas Tariq. Still got a couple of more overs left, but Asif Feroz, well, it's just his first, so it's almost like an Everest to climb, but they won't be able to reach the peak tonight, Arfeen builders. Two fielders very close to the bat, a short extra cover and short mid wicket. That dugout looks tensed, and why not? Gets it through, might run away for 4. The fielder's trying his best, and he did a really good job. I think it was Mohib Suleiman once again who made sure that he got as close as possible to that ball and then just kicked the ball further away from the boundary ropes. That's the other one. Gibran Said will still get that single towards extra cover. Good start this from Asif Feroz. Just 6 runs of his first over. 11 done, it's 93 for 6. Not going to make life any easier for the batters out there. Khizr Irfan still got a couple of overs left. In fact, just one more. 11 more deliveries left in his spell. Very difficult to pick because there is hardly any change in the action when he's looking to bowl the other one, which turns away from the right-handers. As a batter, you either need to stay on the back foot and let the ball turn, or you got to make sure that you play every delivery as a half volley. Anas Tariq tried to play him on the front foot and missed that one completely, which shattered his stumps. Hits it flat and just couldn't get it past the bowler. As strikers, not only they are in a very good position to win this game, but they are also clearing the way for Cheyenne Resorts to be the 4th team to qualify for the semi-finals. Arfeen builders, that's why it's important that they play their full 20 overs and at least look to go near 170 or 180. Because when that happens, then they and Cheyenne Resorts are going to be tied at 4 points, and it depends on the net run rate. Lighting it up, getting it over point. This will run away for 4. Waited for that one, Gibran said, and once again, as you're mentioning, you've got to play every delivery as a half volley if you want to hit Khizr Irfan for runs. It was pitched up, got closer to the pitch of the ball, just opened the face of the bat at the last moment to deliberately got it over point and made sure that he gets a boundary of the last ball. 99 for 6 after 12. Into his second over now, Asif Feroz pushed that one quicker. It was down the leg side, which wasn't gathered cleanly by Badur Rahman. It's going to run away for 4. Came off the bat. Or given us 5 wides. Yep, 5 wides. So still 6 more deliveries left in this over. That's a quicker one. Absolutely had no time whatsoever. Completely took him by surprise, that quicker delivery. So late onto that one that the ball had already hit his pads when he took his bat down. Even if he goes wicketless tonight, Asif Feroz is not going to hurt the striker's team because the bulk of the damage has already been done by the other bowlers, especially by Mustafa Musa, who got rid of 2 dangerous batters, Numan Arfeen and Abdul Basit Zaki, and then Khizr Irfan got 2 as well. We got Wicket, the prize scalp of Shah Rukh Mohsin courtesy of a run out, and Ali Parvez Chawla got out on a low score against Faizan Shoaib. It's not going to carry to the field at a deep mid wicket. Just chipped it slightly. Can they survive their full 20 overs? Arfeen builders, that's a big question. That almost took the leg stump. He has been living dangerously, Munib. He absolutely had no clue where the ball is going to be turning in the previous over against Khizr Irfan, and even on that occasion swung his bat a little too early and the ball arrived very late. Lucky for him it didn't hit the leg stump, otherwise he would have been sent packing to the dugout. Single to end the over. It's a 107 for 6 after 13. Another left arm spin options for strikers. Left arm wrist spinner Anas burst onto the scene in the previous season of DPL. Really good effort there from Farooq Zaki, but a bit of a fumble in the end will allow Munib Rahman to get a single. Well, you could say that he actually stole that single because it went straight towards Farooq. Very similar in nature to Khizr Irfan as he turns the ball back into the right-handers and can bowl an occasional wrong gun. But since he doesn't really have that much experience, so you can expect him to err in line and length, something that you do not often see from Khizr Irfan because he's got really good control of where he pitches the ball. Lovely delivery, just kissing the off stump and getting a wicket straight away in his first over. Munibur Rahman, well, it has been a struggle for him in this inning, especially against the spinners. Once again looking to go for that big heave on the leg side, the ball just turning enough and just kissing the off stump in the process. Another one bites the dust. It's 7th one that has gone down for Arfeen Builders tonight, for just a score of 109.
आगे और पीछे का चक्कर नहीं होता भाई वैसे बता तो दे आगे गिरी पीछे गिरी बस सही हमने हाथ मारा
Well, the third umpire was involved to check whether Ibadur Rahman was touching the stumps or not, but it was a clear decision that the ball hit the stumps, the off stump specifically. So Mubashir Anwar comes in and straight away gets a boundary towards fine leg of the very first ball, and that's what we were talking about Anas, but that he has got enough ability to turn the ball both ways, but sometimes he can just bowl at a poor line or length which becomes easier for the batter to hit away for boundary, as Mubashir Anwar did on that occasion. The ball that was pitching on leg stump and turning further into him. Survival is the key for Arfeen builders. Goes for the big shot again, gets it in the gap. This time it's a proper connection from Mubashir as he gets his second boundary in as many deliveries. Playing that one with the turn because he knew the ball will be turning into him. Big gap between mid-wicket and square leg, and he was able to find that. Can he bowl that wrong gun? The required run rate has already gone beyond 15 and over for the batting team. Pitches that one further up, but couldn't get any runs behind that one. Mubashir Anwar, a dot it is to end the over. Score remains on 117 for 7. So Farooq Zaki returns to the bowling attack. Bowled with the new ball during the power play. Asif Feroz just bowling a couple of overs, and now he has been taken off the attack. Possibly because there are two right-handers at the crease, so they are trying to bring in the left-arm orthodox. .15.5, that required run rate has now started to touch. It's almost certain that chasing down these remaining 93 runs won't be easy, or might not be possible for the batting team. But for how long can they resist? Spinners will obviously make it difficult for them to hit boundaries, because the more slower you're going to bowl, the more easier it is. In fact, the more difficult it is for the batters to hit boundaries. Mubashir Anwar has already got a couple. Hits it flat, hits it in the gap. Long gone has got some work to do, and he couldn't pull it off. Not having a good time in the field, Fazan. Struck a couple of them. One a difficult one, and the other one was slightly easier. And this time, even with a slide, he just couldn't push the ball back within the playing field. Although he got really close, but still couldn't push it back. So 3 boundaries now for Mubashir Anwar. He's looked solid. He has looked busy. I'm pretty sure Cheyenne Resorts must be looking very closely at this game, and they will be praying that strikers can get these remaining 3 wickets as early as possible. Another misfield will allow them pick up an easy single. Neither of the 6 teams remain undefeated in this DPL Season 3. Interior Junction Himalaya packages. And the Strikers team have won 3 games each. 15 done, it's 125 for 7. Another shot that has been placed in the gap. Mubashir Anwar will get himself another boundary. He's just dealing in boundaries right now. That's his 4th in just 6 deliveries that he has faced. So he has clearly been given a message that he not only need to stay till the end, but ensuring that he also gets some runs under his belt. The more closer they're going to get to this total, and no matter even if they go on to lose this match, Arfeen Builders, they will still have a chance of securing that 4th spot in the points table.
Ball, beta, ball.
Good decision this from the on-field umpire to not call it as a wide, because the ball did turn slightly into the right-hander. Once again goes towards mid-wicket. This time the fielder might get slightly closer, but the ball might go over his head, and it does. 6 now from the bat. Now Anas is just giving a little too more air. And this is where Mubashir Anwar is taking him on towards the leg side. Got a couple of boundaries against him in the previous over, and now he has hit him for a 6 and a boundary again. Anas Sajid needs to come up with a different plan. This might be a better option. Just keep it outside the off stump, make him look to do something different, because up till now he has been scoring every boundary on the leg side, because he has been given some freebies towards the leg stump. Can't really afford to do that. That is too wide. Now he scores straight, does Mubashir, and he gets plenty on it. The ball hits the roof and then deflects outside the ground. Pretty sure this might be the last over for Anas Sajid for the night. He has picked up a wicket, yep, that he got off Munibur Rahman, but after that he has been really expensive. Mubashir Anwar alone has hit high boundaries and a 6 against him. Now he's going to push for the second run. Jibran Saeed just tapping it inside the crease and returning towards the non-strikers end. 16 done, it's 144 for 7.
सामने आना यार, थोड़ा जान मार लो बॉय, थोड़ा जल्दी आ यार। मोए थोड़ा घूम लो, अनस आ गया। इधर आ, सामने आ, सामने आ, वहाँ पर आओ। अब्दुल रहमान
So Faizan Shoaib returns to the bowling attack. They've been making quite a lot of changes, especially from this end. We saw Farooq Zaki bowling one over, and now Faizan coming in to bowl the other. It's been hit straight down the ground, but it's not going to travel towards Zubair at long on. Run scoring has become slightly easier if you talk about the last 2 or 3 overs. Have a look at the innings from Mubashir Anwar. 32 of just 12 deliveries. Largely due to the fact that he has been dealing with in boundaries and maximums. Just trying to force that one on the offside. No timing in that. Just get the feeling if we want to get really close to that total, Mubashir Anwar needs to be on strike for majority of the balls that are left. Comes down the hit, hits it straight, and gets its hand to it. That fielder at long on, but unfortunately couldn't stop it. It's another boundary for Mubashir. He's playing a gem of a knock for Arfeen Builders, making sure that he gets closer to the pitch of the ball, hits it over the bowler's head. Zubair did really well to get his hand to it, because the way it was hit, no other fielder would have wanted to be going anywhere near to it. 150 comes up. Now this time he will have to run to the opposite direction, towards his right. Does a really good job. Mubashir Anwar gets back for a couple. So runs have started to come, but I'm afraid it's too late now for Arfeen Builders. It's a 153 for 7 after 17.
मिड विकेट नहीं है मुनीम को बुलाया थका है तो शाबाश शाबाश कप्तान
Change of ends for Farooq Zaki. It's the same end where Anas Sajid was proving to be really expensive in his first couple of overs, and he has been taken off the attack because Mubashir Anwar was hitting boundaries at ease against him. That's why the experienced Farooq Zaki has now come in. Mubashir Anwar has raced away to 39 of just 15. Hits that one flat and just falls short of Anas Mustafiz at long off. Gibran, on the other hand, is just dealing in singles because he's found it difficult. It almost seems like both these batters are playing on a completely different pitch. Mubashir, have a look at his strike rate, 40 of just 16, and Gibran, on the other hand, has scored 17 of 18. Now he comes down the pitch once again, decides to go over mid-wicket. I just get the feeling he's got enough legs, or the ball might have bounced once. I think it did. It's a boundary once again for Mubashir Anwar as he now gets into the 40s. Now, if he would have been promoted up the order, that would have made a significant difference. Comes down the wicket, and this time he's going to be stumped. One big shot too many. The idea was right to go as hard as possible against the spinners, but once again Farooq Zaki bringing all his experience, bowling it outside the off stump, and the ball just gripping us slightly in the pitch. Ibadur Rahman taking the bails off, but cameo, wonderful innings comes to an end from Mubashir Anwar. He got his team close, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. 44 for the right-hander tonight. It's 160 for 8.
टेस्टिंग यही एम्पायर यही है एम्पायर सुन लो भाई अबे यार मैदान से बस कर दे यार फिट पे आइए गाइस फिट पे आइए भाई ये ख्याल करना है बैट से कम बॉडी से ज्यादा मारता है ये आप पर्सनल अटैक करोगे बोला आप तो पर्सनल अटैक देंगे ना आप बोलते रहेंगे मम्मी
It's a really good batting pitch. That's another sign of it as Imran Chawla opens his account with the boundary of the first ball. Didn't get a chance to bowl tonight, but he gets a boundary of the very first ball that he faces. Not the way Abdul Basit Farooq Zaki would have loved to end the over, but unfortunately conceding a boundary towards the end. It's 164 for 8 after 18. Well, we talked about strikers having a couple of fast bowling options. We have already seen Mustafa Musa. Bilal Arif is now bowling the 19th over of the innings. Starts off with a full toss, but it's just been driven towards a long off for a single. Technically speaking, it's still possible if they can get boundaries or sixes on every other remaining delivery now. Well, it can be a no ball. It will definitely be a no ball, and this will go all the way for 4 as well, because the fielder at square leg has already given up. It was an attempted slower delivery that went horribly wrong towards the leg side, as well as far as the length is concerned. Imran Chawla just waiting for it and swinging his bat as hard as he could to get a boundary. It's a free hit now for Imran. Hits it powerfully. It went straight in the hands of the fielder at deep square leg, but he knew that it was a free hit, so there was no way Imran would have been dismissed. Although Imran wanted to be on strike again, he wanted that second run, but Gibran wasn't interested. I think Gibran thinks that he can hit Bilal Arif for boundaries or sixes. This time he's going to hold out. Yasir Feroz at extra cover, making no mistake whatsoever. And Gibran just looking to clear his front leg and trying to go over extra cover on a delivery that was slightly slower, ending up swinging a simple chance towards Asif Feroz. Another wicket to fall for Arfeen Builders as now they lose their 9th. Gibran side walking back after scoring 18. It's 171 for 9.
कप्तान ओ कप्तान स्टाइलिश कैच लगे नहीं कहाँ जाओ अच्छा 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 मैं कहा आपसे बाहर जाने को बोल रहे हैं कैच पकड़ने के बाद
So just last wicket remains for Arfeen Builders. Furkan walks in. Hits that one really hard, but did get his hands in his follow through there, Bilal Arif. That's why he just slowed down the pace of that stroke. Gets off the mark with a single. Imran Chawla is in no mood of returning the ball himself. He's very focused. A good tight over this from Bilal Arif. Apart from that attempted slower delivery, which turned out to be a no ball towards the leg stump. Hits that one really hard, but now the fielder at long on has taken a step or two forwards inside the boundary ropes. It's going to be another defeat for Arfeen Builders, it seems like, and seems like they're going to finish off with 2 wins out of 5 in this DPL Season 3. That will make them stay at 4 points. A fumble there from Mohib Suleiman, but it's not going to cost them anything more than a single. 174 for 9 after 19. So 36 to get in the last over for Arfeen Builders. Faizan Shoaib is the one bowling it. The first ball is going to travel the journey. Exactly the sort of start they were after. Now, you were just mentioning that off air that Furkan of late hasn't really been in the best possible form with the bat. And he has just proven all of us wrong. Big shot over square leg. First out of the 6 that they need. Too wide. Will be given as a wide by the umpire. So, 29 now more to get. Hits it again. Lot of height, but not a lot of distance. Anas Mustafi is running in. Won't be able to get there. They're going to come back for a couple. Well, it was there to be hit. Furkan will be kicking himself. Had that gone all the way for 6, I'm pretty sure the fielding team would have started panicking. He goes again. But it's not going to be a 6 or even a boundary, just a single towards square leg. And this single might seal the deal now for the batting team. Right-hander now on strike. Faizan Shoaib will prefer bowling at Imran Chawla. A bit of a bottom edge. At max, they're just going to get a single. Good recovery, you could say, the way the last couple of batters have batted, especially if you talk about the way Mubashir Anwar played a gem of a knock. 44, he got in no time. Furkan goes for another big shot, but it's not going to carry towards long off. He's just going to get a single as Mohib Suleiman returns the favour. See, we already know the result, the outcome of this game. Arfeen Builders will go down once again, twice in this week. They lost the previous match against Cheyenne Resource, and they're going to go down again tonight. He's going to be out-stumped. So a wicket has gone down again at the last ball of the innings. So they're bundled out for 186, Arfeen Builders. And they lose this game by a margin of 23 runs. Now, is it enough to bring Cheyenne Resorts in the semi-final? Or have Arfeen Builders gone through because of a superior net run rate? Pretty sure the calculators will be out. Everyone will be doing all their calculations and having a closer look at the points table. Strikers, well, they have had an excellent campaign in this tournament. The only team to have just lost one match and are going to finish off with 8 points, as they're going to finish at the top of the points table. Interior Junction are going to be at 2, Himalaya Package is at 3. And which of the two teams are going to finish at the 4th spot? Is it going to be Cheyenne Resorts or the Arfeen Builders?
आता ही नहीं है, जल्दी करना है ये पकड़ भाई मैं जाऊं है मैं निकल रहा हूं वकास
So complete performance from the strikers tonight. Brilliant with the bat and excellent with the ball. A brilliant 100 tonight from Munib Javed. A really good opening partnership of 117 between Munib and Zubair. And then in reply, unfortunately, the performance wasn't enough. 28 apiece to Abdul Basit and Cheyenne. And a really good knock of 44 down the order by Mubashir Anwar. And nothing much to speak about if you talk about the middle overs and the middle order of Arfeen Builders. As far as the bowling is concerned, Khizr Irfan was once again clinical, picking up 2 wickets for just 17, 2 for 25 for Mustafa Musa as well, and a couple of wickets for Faizan, but he was a little expensive tonight. So in the end, winning this game comfortably by 23 runs and making sure that they finish the league stages at the top of the points table. And against Maxtum. Where it is a must-win game for Arfeen builders tonight. Nicely driven, beautifully driven in fact. Just look at how delay. It is a must-win game for Arfeen builders tonight. Nicely driven, beautifully driven in fact. Just look at how delay events will have a really crucial role to play. Down the leg side now, he looks confident, Abdul Basit. Watchful in these first couple of overs. Hits that one hard and gets it past mid-off. A bit of bad bounce there for far. Was on the trot, Mubashir Anwar, just like the way he did against Shayan Resorts, but this time he has been greeted with a glorious hit over extra cover. He goes again, this time he goes straight and over mid-off. This will definitely travel to the... Now he decides to launch one, and this will definitely go well over the long on's head for another. Now he decides to go big. It's up in the air and it's going to be over Anas Tariq at long on. In fact, the ball has... Hits it flat. Hits it over mid-off. No chance for Anas Tariq to get anywhere. Hits it flat. Hits it over mid-off. No chance for Anas Tariq to get anywhere. No, he's not going to leave that powerfully. Now Zubair tries to do the same and he gets a 6 as well. Now Zubair tries to do the same and he gets a 6 as well. Hits it hard now, that has not been timed well. Anas Tariq at long off and he puts it down. He might have joined his team late, that's why. Now that has gone up. And that has gone out of the ground as well. He's growing in confidence after it. Now that has gone up. And that has gone out of the ground as well. He's growing in confidence after it. Zubair launches one. Now this should be an opportunity. Imran Chalwa running to his right and with an excellent effort. And 10 overs still to go. Bartla into his third and he has been driven beautifully by Muneeb Javed. He goes big, he goes flat and he goes long gone for a mac. Short and wide, cut away. That's going to run away for 4 as well. He goes for a big shot. Does he get it in the gap? He does. Zubair goes for another big shot. Now this is another opportunity. Ali Parvez, in fact, Anas Tariq takes a catch this time. New man. Goes for the swag sweep and he gets off the mark in a brilliant fashion. Mid-wicket's head. And now he gets a full toss. Hits that one flat. It's an opportunity for long on and Anas Tariq takes another catch. Hits it nicely, gets it in the gap. Beautifully timed and plays this by Muneeb. Oh, that is sweet. That is excellently timed by Muneeb Javed. Full toss, it's a hit me delivery. And Furqan. Hits it flat, it's an opportunity and have a look at the effort. Does he get it in the gap? Just get the feeling he does. Mohammad Bartla with an excellent. Anas Tariq returns to bowl the 19th over now, starts off with a full toss. Now that has gone up in the air, once again put down. Slower delivery, hits it hard, hits it long and hits it right towards the side screen. Hits it straight. Long on is running to his right and he takes a good running catch. A brilliant knock from the big man in this DPL Season 3, being congratulated by Mustafa Musa as well, his partner, in a touching distance of shaking hands with Muneeb Javed. Now that's a loose delivery and this might go over the roof. And it's going to be a wide and he's going to be out, run out. Yep, well, is he going to run him out or not? I just get the feeling he might do it towards the end, yeah. He hits one towards extra cover. There is a fielder out there, but he's not going to stop it. Full score for the batting team. Qualify. Mustafa Musa has taken on the new ball, and Abdul Basit Zaki is opening his account with a boundary. Gets his wicket. Hits it powerfully. That's a brilliant shot for Musa and Bilal Arif. Hits it powerfully, gets it over mid-off. This will run away for 4 as well. Excellent. Down the leg side and just a little tickle, but just get the feeling about the Rahman did get a bit of glove behind that. That's why it didn't travel further. Hits it powerfully. Drills that one really hard. Poor delivery. Once again gets a treatment. Another slower delivery. There is no one at mid-wicket. This will run away for 4 as well. This is turning up to be really good in this over. A good bouncer, but it was going down the leg. Slower delivery, and he gets a big. Now that is a quality stroke from Shayan. This will go definitely outside the ground. That has gone up in the air. It's an opportunity for the fielder, and this is going to be the third. Now he decides to go for a big shot. It's up in the air. It's going to be over mid-off. It just landed. Nicely timed and played. Goes for the big hit over mid-wicket. It's going to be a huge one from 11. Once again, the ball going straight to the fielder, and they're going to get the single they were after. The throw wasn't gathered by the bowler, and it might be a run out. Ibadur Rahman looks. Shayan decides to go towards square leg. It's an opportunity, and take it in at number 7. Now that almost snuck through the bat and pad, and it did. Now he gets a wicket. What a brilliant delivery this. So things are not going to get any simpler for Arfeen. Gets it through. Might run away for 4. The fielder is trying his best, and he did a really good. Lighting it up, getting it over point. This will run away for 4. That's a quicker one where he pitches the ball. Lovely delivery. Just ball hit the stumps, the off stump specifically. So Mubashir Anwar comes in and straight away gets a boundary towards fine leg of the very. Goes for the big shot again, gets it in the gap. This time it's a proper connect. Hits it flat, hits it in the gap. Long gone has got some work to do, and he couldn't pull it off. Another shot that has been placed in the gap. Once again goes towards mid-wicket. This time the fielder might get slightly closer. Now he scores straight, does Mubashir, and he gets plenty on it. The ball. Comes down the hit, hits it straight, and gets its hand to it. That now he comes down the pitch once again, decides to go over mid-wicket. And just get the comes down the wicket, and this time he's well, it can be a no ball. It will definitely be a no ball, and this will go all the way for 4 as well, because the fielder at square leg has already given up. Free hit now for Imran. Hits it powerfully. It went straight. This time he's going to hold out. Builders, Faizan Shoaib is the one bowling it. The first ball is going to travel the journey. exactly the sort of start they were after. Now you were just mentioned. Hits it again. Lot of height, but not a lot of distance. Anas Mustafi is running in. Won't be able to get. He's going to be out stumped as they're going to finish at the top of the points table. Interior jungle.
मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ। वकास
44 down the order by Mubashir Anwar and nothing. 3 runs and making sure that they finish.